Hello, you join me here at Liverpool Lime Street Station in Liverpool, obviously. And now today I have a Merseyrail day saver, which means I have limited travel on the Merseyrail network. And I thought I might nab one of GLovesTrains' video ideas. It's a really good video idea, I'm sure you've seen it. It is the random station generator game. I'm going to be using Google Gemini to give me a random station on the Merseyrail network. And whatever station that is, I will go to it. So for example, if it unfortunately gives Liverpool Lime Street, which would make the video quite boring, I would go to Liverpool Lime Street, where I already am, and whatever the last letter of that station is, so for example, T would be Liverpool Lime Street, then I would have to go to a station which starts with the letter T. And I repeat that process until I either go to a station which I've already been to, I can't go to the same station again, or there are no stations which begin with the letter that the station ends in. So for example, here at Liverpool Lime Street, I have to go to a station which begins with the letter T. If that station, for example, ends in the letter X, obviously it won't, but if it did, then there are no stations which begin with the letter X on the Merseyrail network, so I would end the video. So hopefully this video isn't stupidly long or stupidly short. This is a sort of GLovesTrains idea, so I'll link her channel in the description below, although I'm sure you've seen it already. But yeah, let's get started. Right, so I've got the Google Gemini live thing, so I'm gonna hold it close to my microphone and we're gonna ask, hey Gemini, give me a random station on the Merseyrail, Northern or Wirral line.
Sure. How about James Street Station?
Okay,
It's located.
yeah, I know, okay, yeah, bye. James Street it is, so that is the first station that we're going to. Let's go to James Street and start this sort of challenge mini-game thing. If you enjoy, like, subscribe, join the channel. Let's go to James Street. Hello, welcome to Lime Street, Wirral Line, Merseyrail platform. I don't know what to make of this station, the Merseyrail bit. It opened in 1977 and was refurbished in 2013 and it cost £40 million. I don't really think you can tell. I don't really like the platforms. They're a bit, I can't describe them. It's just a bit eerie, the underground stations on Merseyrail. I still don't know what to make of Merseyrail. I think it's good that it exists, but I don't know if I like it. I can't describe my opinions on Merseyrail because I don't know. I've been on them a lot and I still haven't formulated an opinion. I don't like the fact they don't take QR codes. I brought my Safeway ticket, comes as a QR code because I brought it online, but they don't accept QR codes. Why would you sell a ticket as a QR code? I had to go to the guy at the ticket bearer. I was like, can you let me through? And he was like, yeah mate, don't worry. But why wouldn't you just upgrade your ticket bearers to accept QR codes? I don't really understand that, it just doesn't make much sense. And then there's the whole thing where Trainline was selling tickets as QR codes and Merseyrail were fining passengers because they don't accept QR codes. It's a bit weird, but yeah. I mean, they have new trains, they have the 777s now. But yeah, there's a train in about 3 minutes to, I don't know where, is it New Brighton? I'm not too knowledgeable on the Merseyrail network, and I know on the Wirral line because it's quite difficult to miss you on the Wirral line. Going to James Street, 4 minutes. We'll get on the train soon and hopefully this video won't end straight away.
Honey, 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 honey.
Hello, welcome to James Street Station, where I have the whole platform to myself. And this station is really cool. I mean, firstly, I think the most obvious thing is the abandoned platform 2, which, well, I guess abandoned, it's sort of mothballed. I don't know how often it gets any services. It says occasional use on the Merseyrail in-station diagrams, but I have a feeling it hasn't been used in about 10 to 15 years. So there are 2 platforms which are in operation here. The platform which I'm on now, which goes towards Lime Street, and the other platform which is for services to Chester, New Brighton and West Kirby and whatnot, the rest of the Wirral line basically. It was originally opened in 1886 as a terminus before it was extended to Liverpool Central in 1892, which was the high-level terminus station until 1977, when the whole station, including this one and Liverpool Central and Liverpool Line Street, they were all rebuilt, and there was a loop line which was built, which starts here at James Street. It loops off in a single direction towards Liverpool Lime Street, so that train leaving just here will go to Moorfield Station, then Liverpool Lime Street, then Liverpool Central, and then back here at James Street to continue along the Wirral line to the next location. And the station was refurbished in 2013, which included the refurbishments at Liverpool Line Street, which I mentioned. Actually, it was every underground station on the Merseyrail network, bar Conway Park, I believe, were refurbished as part of a £40 million grant. But yeah, James Street ends in the letter T. So I believe there's only one station on the whole network which ends in the letter T, and that is Town Green. So I need to work out where that is, and I need to go to it. So I'll see you at Town Green station. So yes, as you might be able to hear very faintly, there is a train coming. I'm going to get this to Moorfield station, then we're going to change for the Ormskirk line, get a train towards Ormskirk to Town Green. I believe it's about 25 minutes from Moorfields to Town Green, and then we'll be able to get off at Town Green, explore Town Green, and then work out what station there is next. The reason I haven't done a random station for Town Green is that it's the only station which has begins with the letter T on the whole Merseyrail network, which is quite surprising actually. Now, one thing that I found very interesting watching that 777 depart was the way that the guard is closing the doors is actually really fascinating. Now, on most trains, the guard closes the door by pressing a button and then uses the signal bell to sort of confirm to the driver. But here they have a fob, they have like a key card which they press against a little reader on the side of the doors. Presses his little fob against the reader and then closes the doors. I'm not sure if the guard closes the doors or if the driver closes the doors. I'm not sure. Maybe the fob reader sends a signal to the driver to say you can close the doors now. I'm not entirely sure how it works, but it's a pretty interesting way. I've never seen it done before. So welcome to Town Green station on the Northern Line. I think we're 2 stops off Ormskirk. It was quite a nice ride on that 777. They're not bad trains. I do like them. I like the fact they have charging. The seats aren't the most comfortable, but they're not bad. They're not bad. Town Green was opened on the 2nd of April 1849, with the station being renamed on the 1st of June 1889 to Town Green and Alton. Alton? I think Alton, right? Regardless, on the 5th of May 1985, the station was renamed to just Town Green, and it's kept that name to this day. Now, the line was all mechanically operated by a signal box here until 1994, when the signal box was demolished. This station actually has some interesting history regarding the royal family. Just beyond me down there, there is former sidings where the royal trains used to be stabled when the royal family were visiting their nearby homes near here, or visiting Aintree, the Grand National for the day. The trains would park up rest here overnight and whatnot, be maintained and whatever, and then return back to the station to pick up the royal family. Now, I am a sucker for old railway signage, and just here there are two signs which sort of stick out. There's one here which says the dumping of rubbish is strictly prohibited on railway land under the Environment Protection Act of 1990. 1990 is obviously before the privatisation of the rail network. Now, obviously, that could have been erected and put up after privatisation, but I don't know. I think it does use British Rail font, so I think that is quite an old sign. And then up there is the gem, an old regional railways Town Green Park and Ride sign. That is about 30, 40 years old now. Quite cool to see it still survives. Now though, it's about where can I go from here? Town Green ends in the letter N. There is only one station which starts with the letter N, and that is New Brighton. New Brighton is one of the terminus stations on the Wirral line, so I'm going to have to go back towards Moorfields and then change for a train towards New Brighton that way. But New Brighton is also significant because of the letter ends in. New Brighton ends in the letter N. There are no more stations beginning with the letter N other than New Brighton. So New Brighton will be the last station in today's video. So let's get a train in about 10 minutes heading back towards Liverpool. We'll change for the Wirral line and then we'll head off to New Brighton, the last station in today's video. Unfortunately, that's just how the cookie has crumbled. So we're not going to too many stations, but I mean still, it's going to take like nearly an hour to get to New Brighton. So, oh well, it'll be like 2 minutes for you. Lucky you. So yes, made it here at New Brighton. It seems quite a nice place, and wow, looking at the sign coming in, it said there's a beach here. So I think I know why I'm going to end off this video. As I said before, New Brighton ends in the letter N. There are no other stations on the Merseyrail network which begin with the letter N other than New Brighton. So we've hit the dead end, we've reached the end of the game. This is where the video ends. So yeah, let's go down to New Brighton Beach. Never been here before, let's see what it's like. Let's go to the beach, wrap up the video, and then I'll head on a train back towards the city centre. Whilst I'm here at New Brighton Station, we might as well look at the history. The station was opened in 1888 as a line which terminated from Birkenhead Park before through services to Liverpool, commenced in 1938 when the line was electrified. Between 1960 and 1971, services from Wrexham via the Borderlands line terminated here at New Brighton. But due to very low passenger figures, bar during some summer Sundays, services were cut back to Brighton, where they still terminate to this day. Between 1960 and 1968, there was also a direct service to the now disused Chester Northgate station, but this was withdrawn 8 years after commencing due to the line to Chester Northgate closing under the Beaching Acts. Today, Merseyrail provide an every 15-minute frequency towards Liverpool Lime Street and Liverpool Central, with these class 777s, just like this one, pulling in now. It is demonstrating the service is quite good for a place like here at New Brighton. But yeah, now we've looked at the station, let's go and explore the town, explore the seaside, and end the video at the beach. It is quite crazy that, you know, 25 minutes ago I was in the centre of Liverpool and now I'm here walking to a beach. We are now in the borough of the Wirral. I don't know much about the Wirral, except, wow, I don't think it's got the reputation of being the nicest place on planet Earth, but it doesn't seem too bad here. There's a lifeboat station here, which is great, but you're not exactly close to the sea. Right, I'm sort of at the promenade beach area. I've never been to a place like this in my life. I've been to Skegness. That was a bit weird, but not like here. I don't actually think this area is that bad. It's just weird. It's like they've tried to turn it into a seaside resort when really it shouldn't be. I mean, yes, you have a beach, but it's not a beach with the nicest of views. You've just got all the Mersey docks over there, and then there's like a shopping centre like a Prezzo, and I mean, I haven't seen a Prezzo since about 2017. So it's time to wrap up this video. AI, Google Gemini, has taken me from Liverpool Lime Street to here at New Brighton at the end of the Wirral line. We've been to, what, 2 other intermediate stops. It's not been the most jam-packed video, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed. Do check out GLovesTrains and her channel. Smash like, smash subscribe, consider joining the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. And a huge thanks to all my YouTube and Patreon members, including first class members Aaron Barry, Crispin Mickey and JBNEL, Business Zone members Andrew Bowen, Anthony Harris, Anthony James Moore, ARK, Connor Gregg, Clive's Travel and Trains, Craig Mitchell 43, Dave CDF, Gordon Walker, J Teco, Lewis C21, NJTE, Real, Scott Wheeler, That Transport Girl, Train Life GB and Will Ho, as well as all my standard premium and standard class members. You can get your name on this list from as little as £2.99 a month, or support me from as little as 99p a month. All your support really does help, so thank you very much. By becoming a member, you get access to exclusive perks, such as early access to all my videos and member-only exclusive videos. So why not consider joining if you like my content? Thank you. Once again, thanks for watching. Check out my Discord server, Twitter and Blue Sky in the links in the description below, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.